Hello and welcome to the Ring It On podcast. I am Jordan from Exo Sounds. Thanks so much for tuning in. Today we are again in another location. I've come north, I've ventured north, and we are sitting down with the wonderful Beck from Mollie and Mae. Yay! Give it up for Beck. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm really good. Are you nervous about coming on the show a little bit?
Very.
No, it's all good. We're here to talk about, because you're an event coordinator.
So
Stylist?
Yeah, I'd say more like a planner and stylist. Yeah.
Planner and stylist. Why not coordinator? What is planner? What's the difference? You tell me.
I feel like coordinating is very different.
Is it?
Yep.
Tell me everything. Go. Tell me everything. What do you mean?
So coordination is very much on the day stuff.
Yeah.
That's not really what I do. Mine is more like an experience leading up to. So
Okay, sure.
I like to do all the planning, make sure everything is in place, ready to go for the day so that nothing is a problem on the day.
Yeah.
And then my favourite thing is design and styling. So
Is that right?
Yep. So basically all of my packages are worked around that.
Mm-hmm.
So design and styling is included in everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
So that's how your default is. So
Yep.
different to other coordinators, your people are coming to you to get that styling and stuff first, and then
Yep.
you can also add extra bits rather than the other way around.
Yeah. Yep.
Is that right?
Yep. So basically the design and styling is, I guess, the core service. And then, you can either go for an upgrade of planning and that'll be the whole lot. And then you can go the option of having on-the-day coordination. So basically there's 3 different options. You've got design and styling with on-the-day coordination. So I'd say that's more like a partial planning. So I don't just do the design. I will make sure that everything is going to be right.
Yeah, you get there.
So,
I see you on the day. I see you there. You're around.
and I want to make sure that your wedding is going to be perfect. Like, I don't want you to be stressed out on the day,
Yeah.
all that kind of thing. So I guess that is the whole point of the service, is so that you can just chill out and just make sure that it's handled by the pros. And yeah.
Oh, that's good. So how did it all start? Where did you how did you fall into the world that you're in? So you live up here, you live up north?
I'm in Wynyard now.
You're in Wynyard now? Where was before?
When I started, I was here in Launceston.
Okay. Are you born here from here?
No, so I'm from Wynyard.
Okay.
Moved up there. So I grew up in Wynyard, came up here when I finished high school, went to the beauty school because I really wanted to be a beauty therapist.
Yeah.
And I did that.
How was that?
Yeah, it was good. It was good, yeah.
Your makeup looks great today. That's why. It looked really
I
good.
wasn't a makeup artist.
Okay. What were you doing?
So I did learn in makeup, but wasn't good at it. Okay. So I did lashes, nails, all that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
So that was the bulk of it. So I did that for 10 years and I had a salon for nearly 8 years. And
No way. You seem quite young.
Yep. Yeah. Everyone says that. I'm older than I look.
Is that right?
I'm 28, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no, that's good. That's good.
I started obviously very young.
Okay, that makes more
though.
sense. You started it.
Yep. So I was 16 when I did my training.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then I think I was just about to turn 20 when I first got the salon. So
Yep.
yeah, did that.
Amazing.
Did my time, had kids, decided I didn't want to do it anymore. So
Yep.
I thought I wanted to be a florist. So I did a few bits and pieces with that. Went on a few day retreat thing with here I am, all these retreats, right?
Yeah, because you're up here. She's saying that because you're up here to do a wellness retreat or something, right?
Yes.
You're on your way to a wellness retreat.
Yes.
I wouldn't vouch for this being a good start to the wellness retreat engagement, but I like that you're here anyway, so that's good. But yeah, what did you do? What was the floristry retreat?
So that was what I thought was a floristry retreat. It was with Ivy and Blue Events. They're from the mainland. They came down to the Cove and did a really cool retreat. It was a lot of fun, but she was restructuring everything to be more, I guess, wedding planning based. At the time, I had no idea what wedding planning even was, never heard of it, didn't think that was a thing here. So I was very early pregnant. I kind of just didn't really listen too much, and I was like, righto.
You just had fun at the retreat?
Yeah, I was just like, I just want to be a florist. This is not relevant to me.
Yeah, wow.
So, yeah.
And what year was this? When were we talking?
When my daughter was born 2022, so this was probably 2021, I reckon. Yeah, it would have been 21 or 22, so a little while ago. So obviously I did that and went off thinking I still wanted to be a florist, got a job in a florist shop and absolutely hated it.
Oh, really?
So, yep.
I love it. I think people idealize, like, I think it's like the dream job for so many people, but it's just the working in a shop, isn't it? Is that what it is?
Yeah, literally. It is. Flowers are hard.
Yeah,
they are
I
so
bet.
hard. Yep. So, all the prep, all that kind of thing, like, it is not easy. So,
I know. I've only had one florist on, and
Yep.
I was amazed at how much
Yep.
goes into it.
Yep,
Like,
it's
it's
unreal.
just like you can't just wing it. You got to be
Yep.
chopping things on the right day to get them to bloom at the right time, and putting
Yep.
things in and keeping them out of the sun. Oh my god.
Yep,
Yeah.
and storing them right. And
And the
yep.
night before. Do you do floristry with your wedding package? No, you don't do anything like that.
No,
You're just
no.
hiring the best of the biz.
No, and that's a good question because that is something that I get asked all the time.
Do you?
Yeah, all the time. I think people think design and styling, everything's included. So basically, I do my services and my staffing. That includes everything that we do. We'll help you the whole way through, but we collaborate with other vendors.
Yes,
so,
of course. Yeah.
At the end of the day, I've got so much stuff to do. Like, I go in and set the furniture up, do all that kind of stuff. I don't have time to do flowers as well.
Yeah,
It
of
is-
course. It's its own
Yep.
thing, and it's a very
Yep.
it's a very important, and it needs the duty of care and somebody on it. You can't be running around
Yep.
everywhere wearing every different hat. It's
Yep,
not going to
it
work.
does.
You know.
Yep.
Yeah, that's interesting. I do think that people. I think when I was talking to somebody, another coordinator stylist, they kind of get a mood board or whatever, and they put
Yep.
it forward, but they don't. They just that's now the florist's job to sort that out, kind of thing.
Yep, and that's exactly how I do it essentially as
Yeah,
well. So I do up a design brief and give it to you, obviously, to go over, see whether you like it.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't like something, just give me the feedback, and then we go back and forth until you're happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I send it off to your stationery designer, your florist, anyone that has got something to do with the way the day looks. They will get it. So.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
everyone's
you're
on
agreeing
track
to
and
it.
it all comes
So when
together.
somebody's booking in with you, they obviously are you one of the first people they're getting involved because you are a coordinator, right? Like, what word do we use? Planner.
Planner.
So you're kind of booking the vendors and stuff. I want to get the words right. I want to get all the right. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, because you're coordinating it. Sorry. It's very early in the morning. Your planning. Involves obviously booking all these vendors and using the people, obviously exosounds, but you know what I mean. Like, you know what I mean? I'm allowed to say it. It's my fucking show.
Gotta promote yourself.
I'm sure I'm allowed to say it. So people are getting in touch at that early point. And that's, I was talking with somebody yesterday, but it's such a big job for someone that's never done it before.
Yep, it is.
And, having somebody are you like literally taking it off their hands, or are you more of a collaborative assistant kind of helping them get there?
So it depends on the level of support they go for. So for a full planning, I would just do absolutely everything.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's up to them, I'm not going to say I have to do all this for you and you can't be involved.
Mm-hmm.
It depends what they want to do. I guess the level of support they want to have. So basically they would come to me and be like, right, I don't want to deal with anything at all. So they would go for a full planning service. Whereas if they want to go and say, for example, they want to pick all their vendors and go and do everything themselves, deal with the vendors, that kind of thing, then I would be like, right, design and styling would be more for you, because basically you deal with the communications of the vendor and I just deal with the design and styling, and then I will help you out along the way, but I don't actually have contact with the vendors until I need to. So obviously, there's a weird portion in a wedding where, and you would probably be the same as this, you book, everything feels exciting, and then there's kind of a period where no one really needs anything from you, you don't hear much. It's kind of a nothing, stagnant stage where...
It's true. No one's talked about this on the show, but that's
really?
absolutely true.
Yeah.
There is this dead zone
Yep.
of nothingness
Yep.
in which you really do, once you've ticked all the big things off, and it's often a year out,
Yep.
and then you're just like floating
Yep.
with nothing to do. So what happens in that period
Yep.
with you?
We haven't forgotten you.
Well, no, that's it. And
Yep.
we work really hard on our back system to
Yep.
make sure that they feel confident there's nothing we need to know.
Exactly.
I don't
Yep.
look at a brief until 5 days out.
Yep.
Ever. I mean, you
Yep.
do, obviously, it would be way more than that. But
Yeah, yeah.
I don't need to know a song or a thought or anything.
Yep.
at all.
Yep. And that's the thing. And that's the kind of stuff that I'm getting in the background. So they get a few questionnaires along the way. So at the start, most of the information comes in and we do most of our work. Then obviously they've got all their vendors booked in.
Yeah. Are you sending them a questionnaire? You have like a sheet and stuff like that?
Yep.
And what's on that?
So I've got the very first one when they sign on is like a budgeting questionnaire. So basically we go over everything and then you're laughing.
Yeah. Do you have any money? No? Okay.
And then we work out what we can do.
Yeah,
so, you know, if you don't have any money...
I suggest not getting married.
Exactly.
Fire me immediately.
Exactly. Oh, how funny. But yeah, basically I go through that, help them work out a realistic ideal budget for what they're asking for. So they give me, you know, their ideal. So basically I've got in there, tell me about your dream day. And basically they'll write a few different bits and pieces. Then they'll give me, you know, all the details I need at the start, you know, to be able to, I guess, go back and forth with different vendors with contact details, all that sort of thing. And yeah, that kind of just is the start. And then we move on to budgeting, and that's where they get a questionnaire that will tell me their priorities, where they want to spend, where they don't care about. So obviously if they don't care about, you know, food, then we're going to get a cheap caterer and not spend so much money on it.
Yep.
Maybe, you know.
What's the most common thing that people care about?
It's very different.
Is
very
it?
different. Yep. Each person is very different. You know, some people, their favourite thing is flowers. For some people, their dress is their favourite thing. Some people, the food and the wine is the best thing, and they want to have all Tassie local produce for their guests and things like that. I feel like food and wine and venue are very popular with interstate couples. So I feel like they are very excited to showcase Tassie.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, then most of those interstate couples I find have come here on a holiday and just fell in love.
Yep.
And then they want to bring all their friends here and have a great time.
Yep.
And show them why it's so good. So they literally don't sacrifice on the food and the wine and stuff like that because they're trying to convince people. Literally. Like my father-in-law. It's good here. I promise you it's good. Yes. Every time he comes, it's like, be cold. I'm like, I know it's cold.
But we got good food and wine and venues.
Doesn't drink, doesn't care about food. Anyway, no, he now has an appreciation for it. But a lot of people are just like, you're moving where? It's like, as in I was from here. I was born and bred Hobart, but 15 years in Sydney. So a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, yep.
And they're like, why would you move there? It's cold. I'm like, wear a jumper.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. And it's beautiful. It's so underrated down here. Yep.
What's going on up in Wynyard Way? Is there any venues up that way? What's this Lanigan's at Rocky Cape? I'm getting booked out all the time.
Yeah, so Lanigan's is a new vineyard. That's a really cool spot. So that's very close to my house. I'm literally only like 15, 20 minutes away. So that's a very nice one.
that's your Frogmore Creek for me.
Literally, yep. That and Highfield House at Stanley. So they're very close. But yeah, Lanigan's is right there on the beach. It's basically national park right next door. They're not quite in the national park, so you can still have real flowers, I believe. And yeah, it is. Yeah. It's gorgeous. It's modern. It's like a barn style. They do all the catering and stuff on site.
Do they?
Yep.
So is it a functioning venue during the day?
I believe so.
Yeah.
And I think it's
that's
a winery.
kind of like Boat Harbour area. I'm trying to think of where
you
pass
not
Boat
far.
Harbour.
Yep. Yeah.
You're really up there.
Yep.
That's where it's at.
Yep.
It's nice up there. It's really nice up there. I haven't been up that way for ages, but I did heaps of that. What's that place in Boat Harbour? Sandridge.
Oh, Sandridge. Yeah. I haven't had any there actually.
Oh.
No.
Excuse you. Excuse me. Yeah, Sandridge is one that I was going for ages, but it's too brutal to do in one day for me. I can't.
Yeah, it's a
can't
long
drive
way.
4 hours and then be like, yay, it's a wedding.
Yeah.
I'm like, yay.
You've got to bring the vibes.
Yes, I do have to bring the vibes. So talk to me about styling. So you're coming into venues most of the time. And obviously, are you doing like blank canvas places more often than venues that are kind of already functioning? How does it work with you? You do marquees? What are you doing?
Yeah, so I do anything really. I guess the couple come to me, they inquire. Some of them have a venue, some of them don't. So for example, if they don't have a venue, then I'd suggest, all right, let's do a full planning package and let's do everything from start to finish. Then we can work out what kind of venue they want, what they need included, all that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm happy to go anywhere. Private properties, marquees. There is some venues that need marquees because they can't accommodate for the amount of people that people want to have. So again, marquees are just a completely different ballpark. You know, you need power, you need lighting, you need bathrooms 9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10 you need kitchens as well, unless you've got some really great venue that's already got that and you've just had to add on to it. But yeah, it's a lot of work doing a marquee wedding. So
Yep. And how did you learn how to do all this if you weren't in weddings? Like how does one go from not being in weddings to then going like, I need 3 generators, 7 kitchens, and I think, you know?
Oh, it's just one of those things you just land in it. Like I said, I thought I was going to be a florist, so I went off on maternity leave, and G from De Leone needed an offsider. So,
G!
Yep.
She's come back on the show next week, actually.
Is she?
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yep, she has helped me out a lot, and Laura from Chestnut and Fleece.
She's coming on the show next week too.
Is she? I love that. Yeah, so Laura was one of my clients at the salon. I did her eyelashes for a lot of years.
No way.
Yeah, so which was pretty cool. And I knew what she did, but I think it just never sunk in, and I never thought, oh, that'd be cool. Like, I want to do that until I guess the opportunity come. I helped G with a wedding at Stanley, Highfield House, actually. Yeah, and then from there I was like, I love this. If you need help, let me know.
Yeah, because that's why I would have met you for the first time on one of those, I think.
Yeah, I reckon. Yep.
Yeah,
so,
on a wedding with G somewhere random.
Yeah, yep. So I helped her out for a few seasons, and Laura as well. And then somewhere in that, I ended up with Soph from Evoke Events and started helping her. So yeah, I do a little bit of work with them around my own weddings. So yeah, it's
That's
good.
great.
It's
That's
awesome.
great.
Yeah.
I like that the vendors, the coordinator, planners are like, it seems like a nice little community here. There's not as much, there's not much competition, like as in there's lots of competition, but everyone seems to help each other, which is very, very nice.
It is so nice.
Because it's not always the default setting, if you will. Like, I don't know how many, just trying to think of musicians, but like, I help my musicians. But you know what I mean? I don't think the photographers are all... maybe it's not true. I think actually in Tassie maybe everyone is friends.
Yeah, I think we're lucky down here because it's such a small community that, we're lucky. I guess if we need help, we can't do everything ourselves.
No, but it's such a good attitude too, to be
people.
like, how am I going to learn this the quickest and the best? Is by hanging out with really talented people doing it.
Definitely.
You're essentially going on your floristry wellness retreat with G.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Literally.
Or whatever. You know what I mean? Though? It's like that's the way to get into it.
Yeah, definitely. So I guess from there, I obviously worked with those guys a bit, and then I did like an online thing. It was not a certificate, but it was like a workshop thing, and you had your monthly check-in and catch up with the planner and all that sort of thing. So that was pretty cool, and I learned a lot through that. And I feel like I'm still learning along the way.
Of course, we're always all still learning.
Every wedding you learn something new.
But that's that's really, really cool. So talk to me about, I want to know about like the styling element, because it's obviously a massive part of you want people to kind of walk in and instantly be like, wow, how good does this look and feel? So what are you doing with that? Is it everything from colours to glassware and is it the whole shebang?
Yep, everything. So back to those questionnaires, after we do all the budgeting stage, we move into design and styling. So from there, we go through and we do everything to do with the way you want the day to look. So I get them to put it all into the questionnaire, but then I'll also have a call with them, and then I can get up to speed and, be like, all right, what do you think about this and that and all that kind of thing. I'll also do a site visit most of the time. Sometimes some couples can't make it down or something, so we don't do one, but 9 times out of 10, we'll try and do one together.
Oh, you mean for your interstate couples?
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so a lot of them do come down, but some of them also don't come down. So in that case, I would go and do the site visit on my own and then check out everything that I need to see. When we do design, it is everything to do with the way the look of the wedding is, flowers, tables, positioning, literally everything, even down to where the power cords are for people like you.
We do need power. We do need power. Please remember it. It needs power. It's like you can't have a big bunch of speakers that do. I was talking about this literally yesterday, that like we're talking about allocating when they don't have a coordinator, allocating friends jobs and shit like that, and how it's fine.
It's hard.
But to choose the right person. Don't choose someone who's busy or not interested or whatever. Because I went to a marquee not too long ago and he was a groomsman who was kind of running the power. He's like,
Yeah.
he was a Sparky, and he was just like, but he was trying to get his suit on. And I'm running around trying to find fucking Nick or whatever his name was to be like, mate, I need power. Because he just, even though that had been told to the clients, they hadn't been passed on to him. So he'd run it for all this other stuff, and there was cords from everywhere.
Yep.
And it was just one of those like, oh, I wish there was a Beck here or somebody here. Like, just be like, power, please. You know?
Yep.
But you think about that in advance, obviously.
Yeah, and so that all comes into the design stage. Same with, again, marquees, a completely different ball game. Like, we need water for your caterers. People don't think of that kind of thing.
Yes,
and you can't have cords and hoses running through just, people's walking paths.
No,
So
100%.
you need to think about it and have it running where it needs to be. And
Yeah, and marquees are so ugly. So there's a lot of work to do there. They're the worst.
It is a lot. Yeah.
Do you like a marquee? No, because how can anyone like a marquee?
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. There's venues are definitely a lot nicer.
Yeah.
But yeah, marquees, they need a lot of work. Otherwise, they are essentially a plastic box, and there's not too much.
You got to zhuzh the plastic box.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I mean, seriously, like, it's amazing what you guys can do with a tarpaulin, essentially. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? People are like, we got one with clear walls, and it's like, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
We're still in a glass box here. It's like hell,
Exactly.
you know?
Yep. And clear walls sometimes are so much harder because you've got nothing to hide anything behind. So, again, where are all those cords going to go? Your generator, because you've got nothing on site. So you
That's
don't want
a good piece of advice.
Yep. You don't want a big orange generator outside the clear wall where everyone can see it. It's in the background of your speech photos, all that.
And generators also are loud.
Yep.
People don't think about that either.
Yep.
People just plonk them and like, this will be fine. And then it's like, it sounds like someone's left the fridge open behind your head all night long. And you're like, you know what I mean? That happens like all the time.
Exactly.
Way too close because it's a petrol motor.
Yeah.
That's what people don't realise. Is that right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. They're fully self-sufficient.
Yeah.
And honestly, I normally get somebody to come and help me set those up.
Yep.
I don't do anything to do with power. That is not my forte. So
Yeah.
my biggest advice to a couple is hire the professionals to do their jobs in every category. There's some things where you can save money, but there's also areas you need to hire professionals to do it.
100%.
So, power is such a big thing. Like, you obviously know all the cords. Like, look at all this gear we've got set up.
I know,
here
there's a whole
today.
bunch of gear that they can't see any of it on here, but it's a thing.
Yeah,
it takes
it
a long
is.
time. It's a lot of gear. It's a pain in the ass.
Yep. And for you to hire that in and I've got to set it up, I've got no idea what I'm doing. So, I want a musician who can come in, set their gear up, and everything's ready to go.
There's actually some musicians that don't know how to do it either. But I, weirdly enough, don't know anything about like electrical power, like voltages and stuff. Somebody asked me the other day, it was like, how many amps does your kit take or something? And I'm like, which bit?
Yeah.
There's like 20 different things. Like, what am I? As in, like, what are you measuring? Is it the power board at the end with the 15 things plugged in? Like, what am I measuring?
Yep.
So I was like, I don't know. He goes, well, how can you not know? I go, it's a different thing.
Yep.
It's not. I'm a musician. It's not a mic lead. It's like it's a electrical thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, people think it's the same. It's not the same.
Yep.
And I have no idea how much to draw this, okay? I have no idea what I'm drawing. I just don't know how you'd even measure it because you've got which bit?
Yeah.
The DJ deck into the speaker, into the power board, into like which board are we doing?
There's so many different pieces.
You know what I mean?
Yep. So normally I would just go to the hire company and be like, right, this is what I need it to run. What do you think I need? But most of the people who need one, it's generally caterers. They are the thing that would normally trip off power.
Yes, deep fryers suck. They're like the hardest thing.
Yeah.
Fingers, ovens, deep fryers thing.
Yeah. And once you've got lighting, you've got music, you've got your catering, like all of that stuff together, it's too much of an overload for some places. So again, like some people get married at Airbnbs and they just hook into the power there. They're things that you need to think about. You need to have a generator just in case it doesn't hold it. But most vendors who need it know what they need and they will tell me and I'll make sure that it's there.
For sure.
So yeah,
so
it's
that's
a
the
lot
planning
of
part. That's the planning part. You're all over it. You're like...
It's a lot of going back and forth with people, finding out what they need. And obviously over time, like, I don't really need to message you guys and ask you what you need because I can't know what you need. So it's, the more you get to know vendors and the more you do it, the more you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And the faster you can do these things and don't have to think about it. Whereas, for a couple who's navigating what they need and what they're doing, it can be overwhelming and they don't even know where to start. So,
100%,
yeah.
100%. And I think of that even with the styling stuff, like, you know, like there are so many little bits that if you have a blank canvas, even from like the plates and the thingo and where do you get all this stuff from? Where do stylists get stuff?
So it depends a lot.
Temu.
Not so much Temu. Some couples do want to get it off there. And I mean, if you want to get it off there.
Are they buying it? Are they buying it and sending it to you?
Well, some people are, yeah. So again, like I don't suggest going out and going on Temu and getting stuff because, you know, some of it can be bad. But there are some things that I've seen that have been really great off Temu. Like, so I guess it's not my preference, but we can definitely do it if you want to.
But where else do you get it from? Otherwise,
we'll get it from Salters, companies like that, big hire companies that have got lots and lots of stuff to use. Salters are one of my main ones. They just are a good all-round.
So they have a catalogue or something and you're kind of going through, choose between this and this, and this will work really well with this. And is that like table linen and everything?
Absolutely everything, yeah. Table linen is a little bit harder down here. Like if you want white, then you're fine. But if you want to go something a bit different, then here in Tassie, you need to start exploring outside. And some things come from interstate. So there's a few really good places interstate that we would hire. So we'll hire bits and pieces in. There's so many different options. Some people want to buy things themselves and provide it, and again, it's great. That's
a good bit of advice for clients. Actually, there is a good resale wedding market out there.
Yeah,
like sometimes buying something nice and then putting it up on Marketplace or a version of that is a really good way of getting something you really wanted and then also not having to cop the whole cost of it because you can there is like heaps of people do resale things.
Yeah, for sure. And some people are so crafty and they make beautiful things. Like, you know, I've seen some things that people's nans have made.
Are you crafty?
They're gorgeous. I do like doing a little
You're
bit
making
of stuff
stuff?
like that. Yep. This season I wanted these specific tablecloths. I couldn't find them anywhere except for Pinterest. So I was like, right, I'm just going to get the sewing machine. Never used a sewing machine since high school. So I just winged it. Yeah.
You did it?
Yeah, borrowed it off a friend.
Amazing.
Yeah, and
That's great. Sewing is intimidating because I need to fix some curtains at home.
Yep.
And I tried once with pants and I had such a bad time because I'm short, so all my pants have to come up.
Me too.
It's an absolute nightmare. I'm a 32-30 and no one does it. It's just like 32-32, right? With legs. So but like a 32-30. Well, but I'm a 30.
Men's sizing, I don't understand it.
So, but it's just a nightmare. So every pair of pants is just cuffed like 3 times. Anyway, one day I was like, I'm going to do this myself. I'm going to nail this. And I got out a sewing machine that we have for some reason. I think we had a girl living with us in Sydney that left it with us. Anyway, and I tried to do it and I just butchered like $200 worth of pants. Like straight away, just like, oh no, I've cut these, oh boy, and it just was like, oh, cut it now, I guess I'm doing that, and then, you know, it's just, what do you do?
Yeah, right? It's too late, yeah.
It was too late. Yeah. But a tablecloth, I feel like that's achievable. I should try with the curtains too. The backdrop to this podcast normally looks like shit because I've got shit curtains everywhere. I just need better curtains.
You just need a better sewer.
Yeah, it can't be that hard.
I don't know. It's harder than you think. Yeah, it is. Yeah. But yeah, I made it work and there was a few boo-boos, so I just turned it around to the back, and these are the things that, you know, you don't need to worry about the little things on the day because people don't see these things, and, you know, I know that something doesn't look right, so I'll put it in a spot where no one will see that. So you know, that's a little bit of a cheap way to do things.
I like it. It's industrious. It's good. It's crafty and industrious and good. And so talk to me a little bit about on the day, because you are there on the day. You downplayed that at the start. You're like, but you are always there.
I am, yep. So
why don't you think of yourself as a coordinator?
So I don't offer that just on its own. So
right. And some people do that?
People do, yep. And there's some really good people out there that are great at doing that. But for me, I feel like I can't give the best experience if I'm
it's also not what you want to be doing.
Yeah, if I'm not in the loop up to before, I can't even talk right now.
That's okay. Great time to come on a podcast.
If I'm not in the loop with everything that's going on beforehand, I don't feel like I can go in and do
I can't imagine that's good for anybody.
No. I feel like I'm setting the couple up for failure. You know, there's so many things that are avoidable with good planning beforehand. Yeah. And I think that that is the key to.
So you're less of a clipboard warrior. You pride
Yeah.
yourself on, because Sophie, who was here yesterday, is a clipboard warrior, and her run sheets are like minute by minute, and it's
Her
so
run
good.
sheets are really
And
good.
I wish I had one. I was trying to pull one up. I was like, I wish I had one to pull up and be like, this is what it's like. But you know, that's a different, right?
Yep.
That's a different.
Yep.
That's a different skill set. It's like, you know, it's doing.
Yep. And that's where, like, we're all different. We all have strong points. And, yeah, I feel like Soph's is definitely her planning and her schedules. You know, she's great at that. Whereas, yeah, I can definitely do that. And don't get me wrong, you're still going to have a good one on the day. But I feel like design and styling, I get really down to detail. And I feel like that's my strong point. So,
That's awesome.
yeah, and I guess that's where we can kind of help each other out on the day when we do work together. You know, she can send me off doing styling, I could send her off knowing that she could coordinate a wedding. So it's
You sometimes there's people that are better at going up to a bride or an MC and just being like, hey, we need to stop and we need to get this sorted, and then there are people that are better at judging a cushion.
Yep, exactly. Yes.
I think you find that the other one too. Yeah, we had that one recently.
Yes.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yes.
And you did it,
Yes.
didn't you? You didn't want to do it, did you?
I had to do it, though.
Yeah, what did we have to do again?
You've seen that. We had a bit of a rogue MC and she was going to pull up dinner and stop it all
That's
happening.
right. She was just going crazy and I was like, you got to go tell her. That's right.
Yep. So, I had to go up to the caterers and I had to put a stop to the damage that the MC was about to do. She was going to stop dinner. This couple, they were going to miss out on their sunset
They
photos.
haven't even been there yet, really.
Yep. She was trying to cut speeches because she reckoned it was too long.
Yeah.
She was a little bit drunk though, so I guess that was...
You stepped in and you did it.
Yeah, that was probably
That
playing
was
a role.
good. I remember
but-
that. I remember I had the band there. We were just floating around being like, well, we'll do it. But this
Yeah.
seems like a really dumbass idea. So.
Yeah. So,
Very good.
But that day ended up running so well, and the couple
great.
had no idea that even happened, and it all went to plan. So it was
amazing.
good, and that's what I'm there for, to stop bad things happening and make sure.
It is. It's well. How did somebody put it? They said it's like it might not be your fault, but now it's your problem.
Yeah, definitely.
So you're there to just deal with it. You can't just be like, you know. All right, that's great. I'm going to do some quick fire rounds here. Are you ready for some of these?
Okay.
Okay. You don't have to. You don't be nervous.
Yeah, I'm ready.
It's just like, what do you prefer? Okay. All right. So let's start with an easy one.
Okay.
Candles or flowers?
Flowers. Flowers will make everything look better.
Yeah.
It's something that some people find really hard to invest in, but it makes such a difference to your overall look. So if you don't want to spend money on flowers, you're going to have to get other stuff to fill in the gaps, I guess. Especially if you're one of those couples that, you want a really beautiful looking wedding and that's important to you, how it looks. Fresh flowers are always better. They look better.
Yeah.
Everything. We need less stuff to pull everything together if we've got good flowers. So flowers are my favourite part.
Yeah?
Yep. I feel
so
like
don't cut corners on the flowers.
No.
Would be some advice.
Yep. I feel like it pulls everything together.
Yep. What's a thing that you think venues are often getting wrong or overlooking?
Trying to offer too much.
Okay.
Yep. So
say more.
As a stylist, I feel like the couples that come to me love a blank canvas and they want to design something. I guess that's why they're working with us. They want to design something that is exactly what they want.
Yeah.
Some venues, they go crazy and put heaps of things on the wall and weird furniture, all that kind of thing. And people have a certain taste. If you're going to do that stuff, keep it really minimal. Don't go overboard. And keep it in one style. Don't try and put too many trends together.
For sure. Yeah. You don't want to walk into a barn that's just seen something on Pinterest from like a glamorous ballroom wedding. And
Exactly.
they have all this white. You're like, no, you're a barn.
Yep.
Stay barn.
Yep.
Stay
Or like
barn,
a beautiful modern place and then they throw in a rustic bar in the middle and that bar is so heavy it cannot be removed, so now the couple don't like it because they don't like the look of the bar. Things like that.
Yep.
And some of these things sound little, but for some people they are big things.
Yes. Do you think, will you sacrifice style for the flow of day? Like, will you be like, pull it down, we need to just move on?
Yes.
On the
Sometimes, yeah. So
You're just devastated.
some things, I feel like you need to be really flexible on a wedding day. We
Yes.
can plan as much as we can, but things do go wrong. Like, for example, wind comes and,
wind.
you know, we've got a full outdoor alfresco wedding. I actually had one that this happened to. We had no marquee backup. We had a venue that was too small.
God.
I came into the process a bit after this was all booked.
Late on.
Yeah, and we had a few unexpected turns of events along the way, and the couple obviously were blindsided by it. They weren't expecting it. But we worked around it all. But on that day, it was windy, and they had this ideal vision that they wanted the table in a certain spot. I started doing it, and, you know, we've only got a certain amount of time on the day. It needs to be done before they get there, because, you know, you don't want to walk in and, you know, we've only got 3 tables and we need 10 tables
Sure.
set up. Like, you just,
Sure.
it's not really.
Has that ever happened to you? Have you ever had people like walking in when you're not set?
I've had final details and stuff. Like, it's not. Normally, we have worked everything out so that the bulk of it is done, and that's not going to happen. So, yeah, I guess the worst case scenario, we might be still setting flowers out on the table or something like that. But, you know, we try to do it so that it's not super obvious we're in the workspace. You know, it would be out behind the scenes and, you know.
Yeah. How many people are you bringing with you on a day?
It depends. So some of them I do on my own if they're smaller. Some of them I'll have a second assistant. But there are some that are coming up this season that are going to need a third person on the day. So, yeah.
Big jobs.
Yep.
That's good.
Yep, which is great.
It is great. It is great because it's good to have people there to
Yep.
just a bitch to, really.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, exactly. Yep.
Like, oh, I'm going to murder these chairs. I want to...
Yep.
Do you think is there any like styling trend that you think is a big waste of money? Okay, let me change it. Is there? Well, answer that. It says here, the one I wrote was, is there a styling choice that looks great on Instagram but fails in reality? And I think there's a lot of things like that, but I couldn't really think of
There
any.
is, but off the top of my head,
Yeah.
because you've put me on the spot, I can't really think of things. But one thing that I think is a complete waste of money, and it kind of is in styling because I guess some people will work it into that, is wedding favours. They get
Interesting.
they get left behind.
Hot
all the
take.
time. Yep.
Wedding favours.
Yep. They get left behind all the time. It doesn't
Agreed.
matter how good your wedding favour is, it does not
Yep.
get taken. Some of them will get taken, but you know, you've got 100 guests and probably 20 or 30 of them
Yes,
guests
and everyone's
take them.
hammered by that point. They just
Yep.
forget things. I got married 10 years ago now, and we had jam and honey.
Yeah.
And with a little note on it.
Yep.
And I think I'm still eating it.
Exactly. But also, and like that is such a good thing. Like I would take jam and honey. Like that's so good.
It was just a little jar thing, right? With a little like thanks for coming kind of thing. And but we had so many extras.
Yeah.
And so many left behind. I was like,
Yep.
never mind.
I had one recently, and their grandma had made quince paste, and it was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was individually wrapped, hand tied, like it was gorgeous.
I love this stuff. I do think that with
Yep.
wedding favours, if I could say anything, and I
It
know
was
it's hard for
beautiful.
interstate couples, but people take, and I think you'll agree, but if it's handmade or done from the family or something like that, people tend to pay more attention to it. and care
Yeah,
about it
definitely.
more.
But also that same again, that so much of that got left behind, which was so sad. But I think if you want to do something like that, you know, get grandma to make the cake or get her to put that quince paste into the grazing platter or something like something that is going to be used on the day. But yeah, I think things that are going to be taken home are just not worth the money.
Yes, no, I agree. I had a guy yesterday asking if he had this creative idea for like, he wants to buy like a, you know, the claw hand machines, like, and he's like, he wants to be able to have one that you can rent out.
Yeah.
And like he was like, but people could put their wedding favours in a claw machine. And I was like, I just don't think people are going to have a claw machine at their wedding. That being said, it might be genius.
It
might actually be genius.
I mean, it could be really fun.
But that's the thing is, though, does everyone have to play the damn game and win to get their favour? Like, and is there a Pokemon toy attached as well? Like, what? I don't know. You know what
But
I mean?
also, it's a really interactive way for your guests to have fun. And
I know.
when people get drunk, they love stuff like that.
I agree. And people love a bit of a gamble. It's just like whatever they could play, but they'd also realise how terrible these machines are. Anyway, it was an interesting idea, and I'm all for it. I'm all for all kind of dumb little trinkets like that. Do you like dumb stuff like that, like little weird little?
Yeah, I
knickknacks?
do. Yeah. And there's sometimes, you know, there's some ideas where I think, oh, that's not going to be real good or whatever. But then on the day, it really surprises me, and I'm just like, wow, I'd do that 10 times over. So, like I said, interactive things are really good for.
Are you pro photo booth?
I don't mind them. It depends. It's got to be done good. It's got to be done good. Yep.
Look how lightly you're treading on that one. You're like, whoa! I'm pro booth because it just gives people something to do.
It does, yep. And again, it comes down to that interactive side. But there is some that can be really poorly done. But if you've got a really good one and, you know, prints the photos out and all that kind of thing, they can be really great,
Are wedding planners and coordinators always worth it?
Yes.
Excellent answer. If budget is tight, what's somewhere where a couple should not cut a corner?
On whatever is most important to them.
Good answer.
It depends.
Good answer.
Yeah, it really depends what is important to them. For example, like I said, I think that flowers really tie in everything. But if flowers aren't important to them, then, you know, there's things that I would cut. Like, for example, I'd say, right, let's get rid of your bridesmaids bouquets. Let's get rid of your button pins, because do you really need them? But you care about the way the reception looks. So invest it there and cut the other parts.
I'm glad you didn't say DJs and music.
No, never. Okay, that is one thing. I'm joking. Honestly, that is one thing that you actually shouldn't, though. That will kill the vibe.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't have a good music system, you know, you've got Spotify playing, that's awesome, until something happens and it goes down. The phone goes flat,
or somebody takes over and starts pressing buttons and cancelling songs, or it's not loud enough, or they're not reading the vibe or increasing it. It's like Spotify is great, and yes, Spotify can now even literally DJ. It doesn't matter. You've got to read the room. They're missing that. Everyone that goes, oh, AI is just going to take it over. It's like, yeah, but you know what AI can't do? Stop Auntie Karen coming up and ruining it by choosing something way out of whack. You know, I say this all the time, but there's people that come up with like crazy requests when it's pumping, and I'm just like, are you insane? Like, everyone's dancing to Usher's Yeah or something, and then it's like, mate, could you just chuck on a bit of Van Halen? I was like, oh, can you fuck off?
Literally.
You maniac? Like, what do you mean? Everyone's dancing. That guy just split his pants, you know? It's like, no, I'm not going to put on Van Halen right now.
Exactly.
Come back to me another day when I'm not here, because I'm never going to do it. But you know what I mean? It's like, you can't AI that out of existence. You need someone to control that.
No, you can't. And there's so many things, tech issues that can go so wrong. So, and that's, like I said, I don't deal with your power. I don't deal with your tech stuff. Like, that is all things that you need professionals to come in. And, you know, I can do some things, but that is, there's too much that can go wrong with that kind of thing. I just can't. I don't want to be responsible, and I don't have the knowledge to be able to bring it back.
Stay in your lane, nail what you nail, and oversee with your clipboards, even, you know, all that kind of stuff.
And that's what I said earlier, you know, hire the professionals to do their job, because then your day will be so much less stressful if you do that.
No, for sure. It's good advice. Well, I think you're great. Is there anything about up north here that I should know that I don't know? Do you work up here a lot more than you do down south, or is it a bit of a mix?
I'm a bit of everywhere. I travel everywhere. Honestly, literally, like, perfect half of my season was Hobart this year. Perfect half of it was up north. So we do have some very underrated venues up here.
Yeah, tell me. What have you got?
I love Highfield House at Stanley. So that is obviously down my way. That is absolutely beautiful, historic place. Looks over the Stanley Nut. You can see the town. You can see the water. It's beautiful. Blank canvas. It is obviously an old historical house, but it's got like a very rustic style barn. But it is, again, complete blank canvas, and couples bring in everything themselves. It's got a great commercial kitchen. It's got bathrooms, and it's also got wheelchair access bathrooms, which is really great. It's got a little lift for that kind of thing. So
I don't think I've been there or even heard of it. I don't think we've ever booked one there.
It's
and I thought I had seen and done it all.
Yeah, it's amazing. So I've just had 2 booked there literally in the last few weeks. So
where's my email?
I haven't got that far yet. I'm still doing those.
I'm joking. I'm absolutely joking. I just like to grill people here. I mean, I'm not coming there anyway. How far is it? 4 hours? Jesus Christ. Unless it's in the middle of July, I'm no way. You know?
You can send Alex or someone else.
I'll send Alex, and everyone else will be cruising on up. Hey, Alex is awesome.
I love working with Alex.
Alex is great. He's at Waterton all the time. He's like, mate, why am I always at Waterton? And I'm like, yeah, because you just keep saying yes. It's like, I don't say yes to Waterton now. I like Waterton. Waterton's a weird, like, how it could be so grand a thing, but then you're in that little barn area too.
I love Waterton as well, though. But again, another great thing about Waterton is you bring everything in there as well. So it's very versatile. You can do what you want. So I think it is very good for very different styles. So
is there anything else up here that we, like, up north that I wouldn't know about?
I'm just trying to think.
Yeah. It's funny how the northwest is pumped, but the northeast there's nothing really over there. There's no Bridport or anything,
No,
is
not
there?
really. There's a really gorgeous little micro wedding venue actually just around the corner. We're literally like a street away.
Really?
Beulah House. That's
Okay.
really beautiful. Yep.
Awesome.
Old historic home, but that is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm off to do a micro wedding today
Yep.
in Oldlands at a place
Yeah.
that I haven't seen, so I'm
Yeah,
excited
yep.
to see what that is.
Yeah.
But Tassie's always got it to offer and always
Definitely.
got good things going on.
Definitely.
Hey, thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thanks
You've
for
been
having
great. I know you were nervous, but did you have a good time?
It's been good.
It's
Yeah.
easy, isn't it? It's not that bad.
Yeah, it's good.
It's just a nice little chat about who you are and what you do.
It is, yeah.
Well, thanks so much for coming and making the time. And you've been great. And it's Beck Dunn, Mollie Mae,
Yeah.
all over socials.
Yeah, Mollie
Website.
Mae, Mollie, and Mae is Mae.
Yep.
And my name is not Molly, it's Beck.
I wonder if I've ever called you Mollie.
I get a
No.
lot of emails.
I don't think the first few times we met connected the two, and I was just like, hang on. And then one day I was on one of yours, and I was like,
Yeah.
right. You know what I mean? Yeah. Thanks so much for coming on the show. You're
Thank
great.
you.
You're awesome, man. Yeah.
Thank you.